Welcome to the Ukthrashers podcast. We haven't done one of these for a very long time, but what better reason to bring the podcast back than a meeting with our old mates, Imperium? Welcome to the show, guys. We got Ben and we got Scotty. Obviously, we are on massively Exodus Unknown wind-up time, getting ready for the album release. The single is out, and we're going to chat all things Exodus Unknown. There's questions from Patreons. There's questions from me, there's questions from everywhere, so we're going to crack on with the show. It's going to be packed. I don't expect these to come too often because you fucking can't be asked because I'm fucking lazy, but we are but this is a special one. We're going to kick through it and we'll go from there. Welcome to the show, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Thank you. Nice one.
Right, I know you want to do your pre-show ritual, so do you want to crack on with whatever you need to do?
Not sponsored by Eddie Hall smelling salts. Nearly blew backwards. These are naughty, man.
That's a different kettle of fish, that.
Oh, Scotty went in for another shot. Right, we will come back. We will come back onto the smelling salt routine a little bit later on, when Ben's eyes calm back down inside his head. Right.
I felt like JFK.
Okay, Exodus Unknown is the new album. Kind of without giving away too many spoilers, what does the title really mean? Where did all that come from?
Came from the song. To be fair, it was the song was written before the title of the album. We were kind of writing that, and that song's title for the album kind of has two meanings. It's got the meaning of the song, but for us, it's almost like we've got to a point. This is very metaphorical, if that's the right word, but we've kind of gotten to a point where we're like, right, we've done absolutely everything we can, and now we're about to sort of, we in our minds, we're like about to leave that situation, and we don't know where we're fucking going, but we're going somewhere.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's the Exodus, but we don't know where it's going.
Yeah, on to the next planet, so to say.
Yeah.
So you kind of touched on it. Kind of all bands get to this point that they start off and it's a bunch of mates fucking about in the garage or the shed or rehearsal room. When did it really become clear that Imperium was a band that you wanted to do more than just, mess around with your mates?
I think so. Without going into it way too deep and too long, in a nutshell, me and Hard, before we even played guitars, just felt like we could do something, and we felt like it was something we were drawn towards. Fast forward 10 years of pissing around with mates and stuff, I think the moment came when we played Bloodstock, and we were like, oh shit, people actually like us. There's people who come from around the country. We've made loads of cool friends in the scene. We've, made friends with guys like Venom Inc. and stuff like that. And we're like, okay, this is now at a point where we can continue fucking around and not take it seriously, or we can try even harder and really push this and see what happens. And I think a lot of bands will play Bloodstock and then just sort of rest in the laurels, whereas Ben said it to me, we came off stage, and it's been our motto ever since. Bloodstock was the beginning. It wasn't like we made it. It was like, right, this is the first step now. This is cool, but we're right back at the bottom. Yeah. We'll push forward.
And I think we spoke about it before, and you come off Bloodstock stage and there's fucking circle pits, and then the next day you're playing the Dog and Duck to 15 people again, and it's kind of like fucking
2 weeks later, I think you're playing in front of like 20 people. We're like, man.
Yeah. So the great level of turning up to a local show with not too many people in fucking in attendance.
I think that is the importance of that Bloodstock Metals of the Masses thing. We can go into that as a band that don't give a shit, and you can get far in it if you do well, if you play good music, if you hit all the right buttons. But you still get to that point. You're still about a couple of lads messing around us. In most cases, you're still like, is this going to work? So to say, oh yeah, we knew from the beginning, that you're talking shit.
Yeah, we wanted to.
We wanted to. Yeah.
We didn't think we'd make it. We just always wanted to. But we didn't think we had any chance in hell until, like I say, we came off Bloodstock.
It was Melted Masses final.
That was the Masses final. Yeah, we had a massive turnout for that. Without blowing our own trumpet, it was a big Imperium crowd.
It was good,
and we were like, "Shit, man! People like us. This is the bollocks."
We better put some effort in now.
Yeah.
Cool. So, when we talk about who putting effort in, who does everything? Who's the musical genius? Who's the who actually does all the hard graft and who puts it? Set yourself outside. So does everyone do their own bit, or do you kind of stick to your own? Or do you get the kind of the super brain in the back who's actually pulling all the strings of you puppets?
I've always said it in interviews. Hardy doesn't just make a riff; he'll make an 8-minute song. So like I could make a riff, but he'll come in with whole songs, and we're like, "Oh, sweet!" So then we work on that, and we're straight off the bat. So
do you remember when? Back in the early days, this is a song that didn't even make it to the first EP. Do you remember you guys wrote Relentless?
Yeah.
And it, honestly, mate, I was listening. They were like, "Oh, we're going to play this," before I was even a vocalist. They played it and I was like, yeah, I was going through. I was like, fucking hell. And it's like 10 minutes later, I was like, yeah. And the pair of cunts went, so that's the intro. And I was like, I actually turned half of that intro
into a song.
Yeah. Into Ragnarok, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. No, it was can't remember the name of it now. Yeah. Usurper.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, Hard is the riff meister. Simple as that. And then Ben just does his magic with the melodies. Just makes the songs come to life. We
all got a bit. He's downplaying what he does. To be fair, he Hard writes a whole song, but without Scott's little bits here and there, and they are little. But
it doesn't matter how big they are, it's how you use it.
Yeah, you just cover yourself now.
Yeah, but no, obviously James is. No one's writing drums like James. That guy is fucking out there on his own, man.
Yeah, everyone does their bit. I'm very lucky to be in this band with these guys. I think they're fantastic. Yeah, start with Hard It. Ben writes melodies. James writes the drums. We keep going away. Come back next week. Go away. Come back until it's almost there. And then Rafa comes in and does his Cliff Burton stuff and slaps some bass solos over it. And that's how it starts pretty much. Hard comes in with a whole song and we go from there.
Which is fucking handy.
It's handy as hell,
if you take out there's 15 cooks in the room trying to make one fucking song. It's like some up like absolutely like we sit there, get so excited, start
me and him, we start pushing each other around the room. We're like, we scream like little girls. It's like several videos.
He's done another one.
Yeah, literally.
Because if it makes you feel like that instantly, it's a fucking winner.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, I'm sitting there getting ideas already for it and thinking of little bits to make that bit better, or how can the drums sound on that. It's fun as fuck, man. But if you've got 20 people going, so I've got this bit, and then going to that bit that you made 3 years ago, and then what do we do? It's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Which I know work like that, but fuck that.
He has his ability to write intros, choruses, verses, breakdowns, outros, solos. He's just a genius, and it all stems.
How does that translate into the studio? Do you go in en masse? Are you kind of everyone's in for every bit of the everyone's in for James doing drums, everyone's in for you doing vocals, or is that a case of kind of going on your separate days?
You mean jamming or recording?
No, recording.
Oh, recording in the first EP, we were all in there all day, every day.
Support.
And when James laid drums, it was like 15 hours, and we had to sit in silence. We were like, "No, fuck it."
It was good because I wanted to experience the whole thing anyway. Personally, it was good to sort of see what the fuck James is doing. But now you wouldn't see me dead when drums are on it.
He sets his kit up, we leave him be, we go for a bit of dinner and that, and then guitars would go in, and then bass and vocals in the last day or two.
We actually got the drums recorded near where James lives. We had our producer Oz go to Southampton to do it there. It worked. It was fucking.
The drums sound fantastic.
The drums recorded in that room were like tectonic, man. It was cool.
Yeah. And how much of that is kind of orchestrated by Oz, the ringmate, the ringleader, the ringmaster? Is he kind of like you lot fuck off. You're in the way. I don't need you giving me, let's get on. Let's get on with this without all this kind of the nonsense.
He will let us do anything, but at the same time, he's got very good ways of suggestion.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you don't need to be here, lads. Like, if you can go.
I'm sure you've got something better to be doing.
And we learn.
Do you not want to go to the gym, boys? Like, there's a gym round the corner. Fuck off.
Best gym in the world in Folkestone, man.
Oh, mate, yeah, we've had some good times.
Trade fitness.
Yeah.
Fitness is sick.
So yeah, Oz, what he does, he knows what we want. We know what he does, and we just leave him to it. When it's the drums, we know he's safe with James. James is safe with him. We're going to crack the guitars out. When those boys go in,
James is in his safe space.
I think there is.
No change. Don't make any changes.
Oz lead. We trust him. We put all our faith in him. He's worth every penny, and we just let him run with it.
Apart from when it's last minute and we're all panicking about radio edits and shit.
Yeah, that was a panic, but that was just miscommunication between everyone.
Yeah, no, it was. It was in some ways it was our first rodeo, wasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Fuck radio edits though. My
Mate,
God.
Yeah.
Never do it again.
How do you make a 4-minute song
out of 6 minutes?
Well, how do you make it?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, can you just ask H to kind of write a couple of 4-minute songs for the next album from the start and not fuck about?
Got to put it out there though. To be fair, we've missed a skip here. Rafa's actually made 2 songs, riffs, the whole song. Like for it, he done "Deceived"
and "Hell and High Water."
And "Hell and High Water," the first song on the new album. So "Deceived's" off the album, right? But
they're pretty much radio friendly, aren't they?
Yeah. So he's good at making a quick, fucking 4-minute banger.
That's because he puts it in the eye. That's why, man.
Yeah.
Right. If you could force any 3 musicians into a room to listen to Exodus Unknown, the album, who would those 3 musicians be?
You go first.
Fucking hell. Who are we thinking?
I mean, let's face it, make anyone listen to it, we have to force them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be Rob Flynn.
Rob Flynn.
Because I think he'd want to hear it anyway. We're best mates.
I'm sure he recalls it.
Stateside buddies.
Yeah. I would say for me, rather than the collective, I'll just say James Hetfield, Rob Halford.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm going to say Tony Dolan. Like he's going to hear it anyway. He's going to hear it anyway. But having him in the studio, he's on it. Yeah. It just felt well special with him being there, and I want his sincere, genuine reactions. And it wasn't like, oh, I feel like obliged to be here. He enjoyed being there. It made us then fall in love with the track even more. And I want to, if I could see his reactions hearing those songs for the first time, that'd be quite priceless. Yeah, that'd be my 3.
Yeah. Cool. We look up, man. He's a fucking hero.
He's a top dude. Man.
Such a good bloke.
It kind of kicks in actually. We just you obviously recently played a couple of shows. You played Bristol and Sheffield with Venom Inc. and Devastator. How was that whole experience?
It's just great, man. Like you got to think like that's the biggest band we've kind of played with on any sort of tour, and just seeing how they work, how they do their thing, how they're like unfazed about any of the stuff that we might still get phased about, and just fucking when they're up there, they're like,
it's just that next level, isn't it?
Holy shit! Do you know
pure
what I mean?
Professionalism. The amount of kit they've got roadies, the way they conduct themselves, the professionalism, the quality of the sound. It's just the whole next level. Like we're renowned for having a good live sound with very minimal kit.
Thanks to Rob.
Thanks, yeah. But that's next level, and we're like, okay, that's what we've got. That's our next step now. We've got to replicate that.
Yeah.
And then from that point, it's onwards still.
But that's it. So going from, we've done a lot of shows of some good bands, don't get me wrong, but seeing it in that level, it's like, all right, okay, so that now we've seen it, it becomes like a thing. And that for me is like the biggest gain from it all. Like just seeing, right, okay, so this is also doable.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go and start making that happen. But
yeah.
But And what a fucking amazing thing to have that caliber of person as well, Tony, to just be there and just like be so fucking cool about stuff. Because he could, and a lot of people have said about him, he could be quite easily whoever he wanted to be, knobhead, right? But he's signed.
He's not a knobhead.
He's a fucking hero, man.
He's
like,
present. He makes
genuinely.
a point of coming to find us and saying, "Well played," and how you doing, and do you want to need anything.
Yeah.
Venom shared all their kit.
Mm.
I mean, it made sense rather than doing changeovers and stuff, but they bought everything, mate.
Yeah.
So it's just literally us, our own heads, maybe our own pedals.
Which you get egos bigger than that when you're playing with other underground bands. You're not using my fucking drums, and you know all...
some of the guys do that to us. It's like, mate, who do you think you are? And yet you've got this band you played with, just completely normal dudes, mate.
Because I think we were on that tour because we get on with it, they trust us and stuff like that anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's a nice thing. But yeah, man, it was just so easy, so cool, and I could have done another fucking 30 days of that.
Oh mate, I could do that every night with them boys.
Yeah, the Devastator lads are amazing as well. They're cool as fuck. They got they're right in there with their look. I love it, man.
Yeah. But we always know who Devastator are, and we've done shows of them, but never done an actual tour of them. And it's the first time I got to like actually chat to them on a level, and they just sound dudes, man.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah. But I thought they were all right.
Yeah. Nah, they're like mutual.
So, being out on the road, what's the most ridiculous thing that's ever kind of happened? Where do you sit and look back and go, you remember when that fucking shit went down? Well, you know what? Either just completely fucking bonkers, or
Well, it's got to be almost getting arrested for playing in Berlin.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, driving for 2 days, setting up, playing half a song. Miroslav came from Slovakia.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then 26 armed police stormed the building and we can't play anymore. So that's probably the coolest story.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But there's loads of little ones, some we can't tell.
There's so many little ones, man.
Me nearly getting cancelled was quite a cool one.
On the road.
Yeah, let's not go into that now. We're going to save that for a special day, a special rant when we want to destroy someone.
Yeah. We've got that in the back pocket for when they start.
Mate, you know, it's not even in the back pocket. It gets played, obviously, like my Joker in my wallet. When someone goes, "Do you want to book a show? Who's on the lineup?" and you go, "Fuck off."
But they just don't get a gig anymore. So it's still, you know, they're paying the price for their fucking behaviour. There's no, like when we first played Thrashchester, it's not hilarious, but to us it was funny.
We've got a weird little like it's almost like a. I don't want to call it a curse because it ain't, but it's like every single time we play that show, something goes up.
So on the first, Hard It broke a string. I wore a pair of shoes too small for me and got permanent damage.
Finding.
James spilt a whole.
Was that fashion over function?
Yeah, basically, yeah. James a whole pot of spaghetti in his bag, so we started calling them spaghetti bolognese or spaghetti bagonnaise. It's not hilarious, but those sort of little things.
I was sick.
Yeah, you were sick. Second time we played Thrashchester, that happened.
Wait, didn't Hard Spring break as well?
That was the first time.
Yeah, did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh,
second time that will happen with that other band. Third time James's drum kit fell apart on the first song.
We're going back this year.
Yeah, we're going back again.
And they've invited you back. Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Third from the top of the bill as well with
Solitary and
Gamma Bomb. Yeah.
Fucking big old gig, man. Second time playing with Gamma Bomb, to be fair. They were a fucking. Do you know what? That show, Hell Ripper and Gamma Bomb, that was fucking enormous.
That was probably Liam's best show, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking sick, that show. And we were shitting ourselves double time because we had
Vicky and Alan
Hungerford from Bloodstock come down and specifically watch us. So we were like,
that was the big festival. It was like the warm up for the festival that got cancelled, wasn't it? Was that one?
Gonna be fucking
Ukthrashers, well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Thrash as a genre, I guess, is known for speed, aggression, energy. What song on the new album kind of portrays that in its kind of epitaph?
One answer for that.
It's got to be Hangman.
Hangman.
Yeah.
It is pure unadulterated thrash.
It is fucking brutal, man. Like, I fucking love playing. The funniest thing about this one as well is the fact that it was one of those songs where we were like,
Throw it in the set
get it in there,
maybe if we
we
have
need,
time.
let's make a thrash song, and we were getting into it, and then all of a sudden Hardip started liking it more than any other song.
So he starts putting more effort into it. Is that how it happens when he gets the buzz?
Yeah,
It just gets faster and faster and faster. It's so quick.
I've had to completely adapt how I play the guitar to play some of the tracks on this album.
Yeah,
it's
a step up for.
Hard doesn't follow any convention. Like there's guitarists out there that are technically better, play faster and stuff, but some of the riffs he produces go against conventional ways of playing. So your hands want to go a certain way, and you've got to teach them not to. You know, I can't explain that, but it's like some people can't roll their tongue one way or the other. I've got to try and roll my tongue the other way after 39 years of not doing it. So it's like, So long story short, Hangman is the bashiest song on that album, and it's just fucking face melting. It's relentless.
Yeah, it's cool though, isn't it? Because he can be so diverse.
Oh yeah, that's what he stand out in it. But yeah, that one for sure, man.
Cool. So second single, Tread Serpent, is kind of fast approaching, or not fast enough because we're all chomping at the bit to get another track out, but it is fast approaching. We mentioned Tony. Tony came on and did guest vocals for you. Were you all in the studio for that, or did he do that on his own and is somewhere else? How did that all kind of play out?
Well, it was really. I just asked him honestly. I said, "How do you fancy doing some vocals on the track?" Like, you know, when you just fucking got to throw a question.
Take a punt.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck it." So I sent him a whole video note, and it went on for two fucking sections. I had to send it in two sections because couldn't send it in one. And the fucking last part came through before it was a fucking nightmare. So I was like,
"What's this fucking idiot want?"
One shot. But he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do that." And I was like, "What the fuck? Has no one asked you before or something?" Like, that literally shocked me, right? So there's that. So they were thinking, right, okay, we've got a really fucking awesome dude coming to do some guest vocals on a song that I've already written, and it's already got cool words that work with like everything about what he's gone through and what I've gone through and stuff like everyone's gone through, and it really fucking worked, right? So when he came down, well, number one, he was like, "When are you recording?" And I gave him the dates, and he was like, "Right, I'll be there on that day." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I think it was you and Hardip were in the studio doing guitar,
laying guitars down, yeah.
And we got Tony to come down and meet me and Rafa in the Airbnb we were staying in, and he just came in bowling in, chilling, like, and then
Bottle of JD.
I got him that.
You got a nice.
I got him a bottle of JD. We were chilling, and we were just sitting there, and he was literally just waxing lyrical, or like first name terms with some of the fucking gods of metal, and it was like, what the fuck?
But he came in and like.
But we were sitting there, and then he was like, "So I got some ideas about some of the lyrics," and I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "Fuck, that works so well."
He was well invested. He wasn't just like, "Oh, pay me this," and I turn up and do it and I bounce. He was fully invested.
No,
it was like
he
part
just
of the day.
Literally wanted to fucking do it, and it was actually him and his wife's anniversary.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So a massive thing, like, we were like, "Fuck, don't want to take up too much of your time."
We might have done him a favour, to be fair.
Yeah, when he staggered back in half a bottle of JD down for his anniversary. Yeah, thanks, boys.
No, what? Like, yeah. So the people I've told that he's on the album, they're like, they expected that he recorded his own bits and sent them in to us. No, he came in the studio with us, laid them down, went through the run through with us, done multiple takes. Didn't bat an eyelid. We've got him on video, like getting well into it in the room.
Yeah.
And then he was just fully part of it. He wasn't just like.
I mean, he could have done his bit and dipped, but I had to do after, because he ran off the demo track. I done my vocals after, and he was like, "Oh, fuck, I want to stay and hear this fucking thing finished." So how fucking cool was that? Like, it was.
And did he change your bits as well, or did he just change his own bits?
He changed a couple of words
for the whole song.
Better.
He was already talking about it before he knew what bits he was going to be laying over. So he was like,
"Right,
don't get me wrong." It was like the middle section where it's just him, which he edited a couple of words that make way more sense, and then the actual chorus. The second part was meant to be with this sword in my hand. I can't even remember it now. It was something else, but he was like, it sounds like it could be like different, and it could be like deadly insurgent.
That was his idea.
And we were like, whoa,
Yeah.
that completely changes it.
massively. So it gives it a bit more like edge to that whole chorus as well, man. So yeah, just fully invested, and a cool experience, man.
And it wasn't like, I won't like name drop bands that have done it, but there's bands that have had guest vocals and they've paid a fortune for this person to do it, and they've just sent their vocals in.
Bounced an MP3 over here.
Yeah. Whereas he said, look, cover my fuel and a bit of grub for the day.
Yeah.
And he was one of the boys for 5-6 hours. You know, that was it, mate. And it was quality, just absolutely quality. And like I said earlier, it just gave us that. It made us believe. And then when he was recording, me and Ben are like, we got to ask him to play Bloodstock with us.
It's a surprise.
He can cut it out. It's all right. And then
I'm no editing everything.
and he came up to the studio, and without us even asking, he just went, well, there's only one thing for it. I've got to come on stage with you boys and do it. We're like, fuck! And we done the whole bouncing around the room thing. But yeah, you can take that. I think.
So you kind of touched on what. Do you want to give a little bit of a synopsis about what the track's about?
Stepping on snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slippery bastards.
About just that, everyone goes through that thing where you get fucking stabbed in the back, man, and it, you know, there's a lot of that that's happened in this band, not with us, other people and things like that, and it really is that tune that's about fuck you. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is it. You've turned your back.
You can be dirty.
Song about just middle finger up to the fucking
snakes.
To the snakes, man.
You can be your little snake all you want. We're doing our thing, man, and we're coming at you hard.
That's it.
Right. London's produced some of the most legendary metal bands in the world. So Imperium, yeah. No. So, is there anyone from London that's kind of shaped your position? Like, you know, we're Imperium, we're from London, like them and them. You know, as any band, like, you think you're the next one to climb on their shoulders and take it that next step? It could be wider than London if you
from London.
You know.
Oh, I'd say it's fucking all Birmingham, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? Excuse my ignorance, but I can't think of a heavy hitting big band that have come from London off the top of my head.
Like Iron Maiden or something.
Well, yeah, I was. You know what? Like, yeah. Now you've said that, yeah, they didn't. But I just find now.
Me too.
Yeah. Once you've seen one Iron Maiden gig, you've seen them all, man.
It's fucking funny, isn't it? You imagine the amount of bands in London, but truly, like, I feel like the nearly died.
Off you go.
Yeah, I just feel like there's way more out there in different parts of you. I think London's a bit of a.
There's too much going on.
I don't know, man. What fucking band has come from London?
Iron Maiden. I can't.
But in the last 10 years.
Well, I've not followed anything for the last 10 years. I'm all old school.
It's the Thunderdome, man.
Yeah.
He's out of there alive. I mean, we're technically not London anymore. Rafa's the only one that lives there now.
Yeah, we're all Surrey boys.
We've all moved out. It's fucking hell on earth.
You're all middle class wankers from the suburbs now.
Yeah. You don't mix with the riff rap.
If you're surviving in central London in an underground band, you've got more money than you have sense.
You've got a decent paying real job as well, yeah.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't answer that question, mate. I just couldn't. Yeah, obviously, like, Iron Maiden are massive, but in general, like, obviously, English bands, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, for me,
mate. Yeah, I would love
goes without saying.
I would love to meet Halford.
There.
Rob Halford.
We've learned to understand Ben recently.
Right. If Exodus Unknown was turned into a movie, who would play famous actors, dead or alive? Who would play each character? Now, you've got to be careful. I want no casual racism. I want no.
I think, like, who would play us?
Yeah, who'd play all the members of the band in the movie of Imperium, Exodus Unknown? Who's gonna play the band?
I've got loads of ideas for Rafa and Hardy. But
Jason Statham.
well, I'll take that. But I was gonna say Jimmy Somerville from Bromsky Beat.
I think so. Jimmy Savile, man. That was really worrying.
The geezer who plays Gimli's got to play best. 100.
Rafa's got
Jackie Chan.
got to be Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, got to be Jackie
Now that could go down as casual racism. However, Rafa loves his kung fu and his moves and stuff. And we reference Jackie Chan and stuff, so it makes sense to be Jackie Chan. James
Hardy.
I can't think of
Has Amir Khan gone into acting yet?
him or the bloke from One Direction. Is it Zayn?
Yeah.
Zayn. Yeah, is it Zayn?
I
don't know. I think so. He can play Hardip, and then who can play James? Mr. Bean.
Rowan Atkinson. He's brilliant.
Yeah, but specifically as Mr. Bean.
See, I was thinking Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man era. That was kind of.
Yeah, but James hasn't got the intelligent kind, man. He just.
Oh, fucking brutal.
Oh.
He can unedit that video if you really want him to.
Yeah, put it out of this and say to me, if you've got a problem with it, you can take that bit out.
No, he didn't. No turning up, no taking backsies.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I'd love to see him come up with anything better.
Yeah. No, I think this actor, I would say, who's the bloke? David Tennant, who could play James. There you go. That's a decent
That's
actor.
a good. That's not.
Yeah.
A bad
Yeah,
shout.
that's not bad actually. Yeah, because he's got that kind of like slightly awkward nerdism, but
Slightly cool. Only slightly. Emphasis
yeah,
on
little, yeah. Only some days of the week.
yeah.
Strange shoes.
Strange shit.
Yeah.
So every band probably hears comparisons to different artists and kind of that. Who do you think kind of you would probably, if people are going to pigeonhole you into a couple of comparisons, where would they put you?
I've come to the terms with how much, without us trying to do any of this, we sound very, we're not sound, but we've got that Testament vibe, because they're not just thrash, they're heavy metal. They've got
groove.
They've got groove.
You can sing along.
The vocals have melody in some ways.
He's one of my favourite vocalists, actually.
He is cool. Do you know what? I always thought it was two vocalists in
Did
that
you?
album. What, that fucking one you got?
Because I introduced you.
Yeah. That I always thought there was two vocalists in their older stuff.
Yeah. It's funny because we've had this the very few times you've done these sort of interviews. You can't really. It's hard to sort of compare us because we've got a bit of this and a bit of that, and we, like Ben said, we don't try to do anything. I think that the latest album, we specifically said we went in with some tones with Oz, and we chose a Testament album to base our tone off of. So, and with the new riffs and that, it's very Testament-y. But in general, I just think it's a combination. Not saying we're as good as, but in terms of music style, it's like a combination of Pantera, Megadeth, elements of Metallica, and Testament, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Is there any people say you sound like so and so, and you're like, no, we fucking don't. You know, is there anyone you like?
No, there are a few people that say a random band. I'm like, fuck me, how did you get that?
Yeah.
But I can't for the life of me remember what they've said before.
So I do hear people say things, and again, I'm not saying this because I'm comparing us to be as good as, but people will say you can hear the Metallica influence, you can hear their influence.
There was a couple of people from Devon, a husband and wife that came from Devon to watch us in Thekla, and they were like, just like, this is their words. I'm not making shit up. They were genuinely saying that was fucking like going back in time, and I think that's ridiculous because we're a modern thrash band, but metal band. But I just think it's funny because no one is really keeping to we're playing in E.
We're the only band playing standard tune, and I'm pretty sure. Like,
And I actually want you to hear what I'm fucking saying.
yeah,
It's such. You do get that. Don't get me wrong, but not with heavy metal and as much thrash influence that we've got right now. It's not common anymore, which I think is fucking cool. And if you think about the bands that do that, the Testament, the Pantera, fucking Metallica, and Megadeth sort of vibes, you know?
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of really cool thrash bands at our level. You've got some really good thrash bands on your roster. And even though this new album is a lot more thrashy, I still don't think we're thrash. We're not out and out thrash, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem is I think thrash has moved into this sphere where, you know, a lot of it's more death metal-y than it is thrash these days. So you've kind of, you know, and then you've got your more like, you know, the Teutonic stuff that's always been a bit more aggressive, whereas you guys are more in keeping with that. Not the big four so much, but the, like, you know, the original, a bit more Bay Area. You know, I when I first heard the album, it's got a lot of Metallica vibes, but when you listen more, the music's not. But I think because of the song structure, the way, you know, with the final track that, you know, is quite different. There's a bit of When Nothing Else Matters going on. You know, there's a bit of that vibe going through. So that, you know, but then you listen to it more, and it's deeper than that. It's not. You know, I heard the first time I was like, "This is the Black Album that Metallica should have made," and I reckon that's.
Holy shit!
Listen, Ozzy's good. But
It's definitely better than fucking Load. So you got.
I'll go as far as saying it's better than the album they done with Lou Reed. I'll take that.
Yeah, or just Lulu. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be interested to see when everyone else has listened to the full album and we start, you know, hopefully we can start seeing reviews over the next couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to see where people, you know, what influences people, because people love to make comparisons and, you know, kind of reflection on other bands. So it'll be interesting to see what people think.
Yeah, because I think it's so easy as well to hear a band sound like that and go, "Oh, you sound like Metallica," but we fucking don't.
Yeah, what are your influences? Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer. We're a fucking thrash band. What else do you expect it to be?
Yeah, but I think if you go a little bit more obscure with bands, it's easier to get a bit more comparison. But it's very easy to just pick out a thrash band or a heavy metal band that you can hear their vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you can hear what Ben sings, and I think that appeals to people. Like my mum will come down and enjoy it because she can sing along to the choruses. You can hear what Ben's singing, and that's not criticising any vocals where you can't hear that, but I think it appeals more to the masses rather than whole of fans that like a certain core, you know what I mean, subgenre. Whereas people who don't even like metal will like us because it's sing alongable.
Yeah, it's not just like people in school used to take the you know.
Yeah. It's like, are you in a metal band? Is it all that? And I'm like, no.
It can be though. When's the death metal side project coming out?
Next week.
I'd love to.
Ben does Throat Blower, the Bolt Thrower tribute act.
That was his nickname.
That's his porn name. Right. Fast forward 5 years. Looking back at Exodus Unknown, what do you hope people are saying about it 5 years down the road?
5 years time.
Well, I just want them to be fucking hearing it still. Like the goal, my mind is just making music that people want to go, do you know what? That's fucking timeless. It's not a period of time. It's a song that you can go back to and go, fucking hell, that song's sick. Let's rip that one again. It's just on people's fucking playlists, you know?
Well, we should have another album before then, but in 5 years' time, I'd like to look back and be like, you know, our trajectories, it's always been up. I'm not saying we've rocketed at any point, but it's constantly been going up since like Metal to the Masses and that. I'd like to look back and be like, yeah, Exodus was the album where we've gone 3 or 4 steps up the ladder suddenly, because we was having this chat and we've got Bloodstock, we've played with Venom, we've done all right for ourselves off of our 8 previous tracks. We're going into the mentality like, yeah, we've got this new album, we're doing really well. No one's even fucking heard it yet. So we've achieved what we've achieved off 8 tracks that we think were good, but nowhere near where you want to be. So we're like, if we can achieve a pretty decent standard for an underground band based off of those 8 tracks, these next 8 tracks in one album with the same attitude and the same application, we should see big benefits of this. I'm not saying we'll be supporting Metallica next year or nothing like that, but you know, playing with the likes of Venom should be, touch wood, a regular occurrence for me, I think.
Yeah. Start becoming the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, and that was our aim, wasn't it? It was like, right, we've done the bottom runs of the ladder. Not saying we're above that. We will play some shows where there's 5 people,
Yeah.
But in general, our aim now is to
I'll be booking them next week.
Cheers, mate. We're getting someone else anyway. But yeah, on big bills, we don't mind opening. We know our place in the food chain, and it's nice to open for big bands and just that's the aim now. So bands and push from there.
This for me, it's just got to be again. It's literally it's day one for me. The album coming out.
It is, it's day one.
It's another reset.
Yeah. Bloodstock was a reset. This is another reset now. Push
So
on from this point.
go again.
Everything up to this point, it's not irrelevant, but it's been and gone now. Now it's onwards and upwards.
Some questions from Patreons.
Let's have it.
Oh,
God. How personal are they?
They're not too bad. If a documentary crew followed you around for a month, what would surprise people?
Well, we'd be cancelled. That's
the
for sure.
autism.
We should be called. Yeah, we are literally the spectrum. We've all got a bit of autism.
Yeah, you have to do that, don't you? But no, I think it would just be the level of camaraderie is like, and it's fucking funny because we had our sound guy Rob come with us on these shows, and he literally said like, it's so funny. All bands think they're fucking like the funniest bunch of cunts or the best group of mates in the world, and it really is that. But to us, we are the best group of mates and the funniest bunch of cunts.
We are.
So
I'm in the WhatsApp group. You all fucking hate each other. Don't pull that shit.
It's professional disagreements, man. No,
it's so true.
I think if people followed us around, like one thing that, and I don't mind blowing our trumpet over this because I'm proud of it. People will say like when they see us on stage, like apart from Ben, we don't go mental on stage or nothing, but they say they can see that we're just five best mates, and we're five best mates. And if they followed us around, they'd be like, yeah, those dudes are just five best mates having a laugh, and they'd be like, yeah, they're just as down to earth as I thought they were. And we got no egos. We just have a crack. We take the piss out of each other relentlessly.
It's actually hard work, isn't it?
It's actually fucking
the amount of
people, you wouldn't learn anything different other than the fact you just see that what you think you know about us is true. We're just five normal dudes, and we're making some big statements on this about our aims and stuff, but we don't rate ourselves really. We've all got imposter syndrome. We're all very down to earth. Well, he hasn't, we let him think he's the big dog. We just bring him in.
I'm only messing, but you're right, man. I do think that there's a level of ego to make it right. Do you know?
You got to have some ego,
Yeah, you wouldn't get up on stage if you didn't have a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Unless you're the drummer.
Or Scott.
Yeah.
Is there a song on the album that nearly didn't make it?
We had some before.
Yeah, I mean, fuck me, we could make another EP with songs that could have been on there. But,
But what about ones that actually made it that was touch and go? Is there anybody you were like, fuck this one, it's off, and then?
I don't think so. We were sure of every single song we were making, and if it weren't good enough, it wasn't even finished. It was like,
I think there was a debate about the end when it first came out, like because it's very raw and out there. Like there's not a band out there at our level, I don't think, that can do that and will do that and be brave enough. But once it became a thing, then it was on the album. But at first we was like, because it's quite raw and new for Ben, and we're like, no, do it, run with it. I think Unstoppable might have been at some point like, oh, we don't know, but now we're like, no, fuck yeah, that's a wild card. That's nothing like
that. Was the wild card.
That's the wild card. Yeah.
Unstoppable's a wild card because it's so different, man. I mean, that song's got almost drum and bass drumming in it. It's got fucking mad drops. It's got fucking really good, like
really hooky, almost borderline cheesy, catchy bits sometimes for like
vocals.
No, the guitar. Yeah. No, nothing cheesy. Yeah,
all yours is cheesy. Don't don't beat yourself up.
Yeah,
got to be cheesy.
Yeah, it wasn't paid them and went, oh, should we chuck it off? But they were, Unstoppable in the end. Before we decided to go with an 8-track album, they were like maybe 50-50s. But I'm so fucking happy we did the end, because that is just
It's different, isn't it?
It's
Well,
amazing,
it's not
yeah.
different. Heard shit like that before, but I don't think anyone is expecting that.
no one's expecting that. When that comes on, then what the fuck?
Did
And
you
I-
expect it?
I had an inclination because what you've been saying, but not quite what it was, if that makes sense. I guess, you know, I knew it wasn't going to be, you know, another Thrasher one. Kimbo's going to have a fit. Kimbo said, what did he say the other day? Like, 5 years, no ballads. Fuck you, Kimbo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
That leads me on to the next question. Is there a track or particular track that surprised you, ending up completely different, or, you know, just, or is going to surprise everyone else, I guess? And I think you've already answered that. The end's going to be a bit of a mic drop.
I do think the gun is going to be special as well. I've got a real feeling about that song, man. There's a lot to it that isn't like the rest of the album in some ways.
Yeah,
It's just a big fucking track. It's huge. Like, if you try and put that on a scale with other songs on the level that we are, it's fucking massive, man. It scares the shit
it's
out
a
of me.
behemoth, isn't it?
Mm.
It's fucking done because there's so many sections. Again, it's what Hard It does, right? There's so much going on that the whole process of learning it and recording it, I hold my hands up. I was like, I'm not feeling it. Once it was recorded and he's done his magic, and I get goosebumps thinking about it. What he's done with that track is exceptional. Yeah. Now it's recorded.
Stop shaving all your armour off. You'll stay warmer.
Wait, there was someone there, man. Yeah, I think the gun for me is the best track on the album. I die on a bridge over that, and I think, yeah, for me, yeah, that's the track that people are going to be like, okay, that's different. Yeah, the gun and the end, like they're all slapped. The Tread's got Tony in that. They're all gonna, people are gonna like it, but two outstanding tracks for me are the gun because it's so different, and the end because it's just fucking beautiful.
When you first bounced over the kind of the nearly final version, when you were still getting asked to tweak it, I didn't order them in my music player, so I had the album being played in the most random fucking, and I was like, what the fuck are these boys doing? And then you put it in proper order. They're all fine on their own, but as when you put it in, when like said, Ben, what fucking order are these tracks meant to be in? And it's like, bleep it, and they're like, it fucking makes sense now. And I hope people give it that, you know, we're fucking shit for it. We all do Spotify fucking shuffle and all that bollocks, but I hope people listen to it front to back, because it doesn't half make a lot of sense when you kind of go on that journey through the album.
Interesting that. It is interesting that, because we try and give not a story, but there's a path through the songs that we've made, right? And we've done that with all our albums. But do I fucking listen to them in order?
I am going to buy a hard copy myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I listen to it old school, actually on a CD in order, because we do think about that stuff, like set lists. I mean, fuck me, we had 8 songs for 5 years. The amount of times if you jig those 8 songs around to make it sound fresh, and you learn what goes on in what order. So we did think about the album track order. The end makes sense. It's called The End, right? And leading up to that, there was quite a bit of thought behind it, and the amount of times we changed it and stuff, you wouldn't think it matters for just 8 songs, but there was a big process behind it, and I think we've got it spot on.
On that note, did you have any major disagreements that kind of pushed you all creatively to do, you know, to pull something out your asses that you didn't think you could do, or to deliver on this?
For me personally, like I said earlier, I've had to really step up and relearn how I do things, because Tread the Serpent, Hangman, Gun, even sections of Reap, there's just things in there that I haven't done before. So I've had to step up. I think, I mean, Ben can say what he thinks, but I'll just quickly say that I think Ben has just absolutely skyrocketed on this album. Like, I'm not just saying it because he's with me. I've texted him so many times. Everyone stepped up. Up. But James has come out of his shell. Yeah, Ben for me is really, really special, man.
We have. I mean, fucking hell, you have had to learn guitar again.
But yeah, literally.
But it's been mad. But yeah, I think vocally for me, fucking hell, man. Like, I don't know what it is, but because I'm the one that chooses the melody, but I got to go with the song, right? So I will write the lyrics way after the whole song's done, drums, everything, right? So the melodies are there, but I'm thinking about them, and I don't really know what I'm capable of in any way. This is like the fucking. So I've written 8 songs in my life, right? Now we've gone and done an album, right? So it's all really fresh. So I'm trying not to go, oh, I can't do that with this album. I've tried to go, do you know what? I'm gonna fucking have a go at that.
Yes.
And it's really come through. So if you know the raw version of the end, where Hardip's just come round to my garage and we've just sat there. He's got an acoustic, and I've just gone, right, I wrote this about 5 hours ago. Let's have a go at it.
Yeah. See, does it fit?
It's like we were like, that fucking works.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking really mad video, man, because that's the first time I actually done
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. It's true.
So does the kind of journey, it sounds so fucking, but you know what I mean? Does looking back on these kind of 8 tracks now make you think differently about the first 8 tracks, the 2 EPs? Would you know, do you sit and go, can we fucking, you know, can we rewrite Ragnarok next week? Because it doesn't quite.
You've literally
100%,
said everything we said word for word, leading up to this album, on tour, word for word. Hardip said, I want to rewrite Ragnarok. And you look back at those 8 tracks. I mean, we played 2 shows, Thursday and Friday. We played Capable of Murder once. Everything else is all new tracks. We're like,
you've got to play the old ones, because that's what you've got to think, right? They aren't shit, and they're really not. But when you've played them a fair few times and you're hearing the intricacies in what you can now do better, and you're playing it better, like all of the songs that we play live are different to what they are recorded now in so many different ways. There's bits that we emphasize, there's bits that I emphasize and fucking shout about, and it's one of those things. But at the same time, I want to be able to look back and go, fuck, we're better than that.
yeah,
Every time. Like if you look back and go, that first EP's like got everything, but the album, you know, we could have done more. Fuck me, I'd shoot myself tomorrow.
yeah. We will play the old stuff and that, but it's where we're so fucking buzzing about this album. We've all genuinely sort of we've become like fans of our own band because we love it that much.
It's just exciting. It's so fun.
It feels so alien, and at the moment almost implausible to play the old stuff. We don't know how we've done pretty well off of those 8 tracks. They've obviously got they're good, and we've done well out of them. But at the moment, we're like, how the fuck have they got us what we're doing? Because
it's one of those where we actually question, right? Do we take the back catalogue away now? We've got an album out.
Yeah, you two have had that
like all the big bands do. But this is it. But this is it. This history, right?
Yeah, and I think you've got to, you know, you die and live by that history. You know, I think that's really important. I think it's, in some ways, it's a bit disingenuous taking your old stuff off, because, you know, the next young band trying to do something are going to go, you know, I should be there. You don't have to be there in a single bound. You can build and climb and develop and grow and mature as you know, as your taste changes, your skills change.
So true, man. Like we were growing up, always listening to music and stuff like that, and you see a band just fucking pop out of nowhere with an album.
Who the fuck are you? Where have you come from? Yeah.
Like 10 years later, you look at their history, because you don't give a shit when you're young, and you're like, oh, they were going for like fucking 10 years first.
Yeah. And everyone ignored them for that 10 years. It was that breakout album. Yeah.
Like, fuck, but now, like, how have they only got that? And you never knew it. And it just, I do appreciate just seeing, actually, these guys have been they've been doing this fucking hard work for ages, right? None of this is easy or free.
Yeah.
So it does pay to see the history of something, man. I think that's really important.
Yeah, if we slag our old stuff off, it's almost like criticizing having fans, because it got us fans in the first place, right? But we don't hate our old stuff, but at the moment
we got to Bloodstock without an EP.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to Bloodstock without an EP.
We released it the week before, I think.
Yeah.
20.
So it served its purpose, and we will bring it back. But yeah, at the moment, we can't see past this current album, and that's why the set list is literally all new songs, because it's fucking special.
And rightly so.
Right.
Quick fire round.
So
First thrash album you ever brought?
Oh fuck.
Master of Puppets for me.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it might be Ride the Lightning, but as I think, I'm not. Fuck.
Quickfire,
It
baby.
is. Yeah. Ride the Lightning.
Most underrated thrash band of all time.
I think Evil, man.
Evil, yeah, I'd say Evil, and probably, it sounds mad to say it, I'd say Testament. How they're not the big four, because I think they piss all over Anthrax.
Yeah. I just feel like Evil should be fucking world.
I don't understand how they're not, because they are. Yeah, Evil. I'll go with Evil.
Favorite riff on Exodus Unknown?
Oh, there's this fucking bit where, like, literally this unknown, right? It's after the fast vocals, and then Hard is ripping away, and he goes, and it just fucking works.
You love that bit,
so
yeah?
much, man.
For me, it's the chorus for Reap What You Sow, because that particular riff has been around for about 12 years, and we finally used it, and the was on that, and I'll just for me it's that riff.
What, Stairway to Heaven? 10 years.
One album every metal fan should own.
Exodus Unknown.
Yeah.
Boom! That's it. You're on all PR duties from now on.
Painkiller for me.
It's got to be Painkiller as well.
Yeah.
Beer, whiskey, or coffee before a show? Actually, the answer is what you did at the start of this show.
Smelling souls, mate.
And a shot.
And a shot.
Of any cheapest.
Anything. Not that fucking nasty fireball shit that Ben was pimping around for years.
Oh, I've got to say, man, I fucking love the fireball. Yeah.
Have you still got some of that left?
No. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't die.
Most likely band member to miss the van.
James.
To Mr. What?
Van.
Miss the van.
Oh, Jack.
100%.
Yeah.
Fucking James.
Most likely band member to survive the apocalypse.
Ben. Look at him. He's a fucking animal.
I can get under rocks.
One word to describe Exodus Unknown.
Special.
Oh, retired.
Needs. Right, on that note, do you want to drop some of the key dates for the next few weeks, or do you want me to do it? Because I've written them down.
Well, I know off by heart now. We'll test you out.
Right, so next single, Tread the Serpent, 10th of July.
Yes, but possibly sooner.
No. 17th of you two fucking need to talk. 17th of July. You pretend you're friends and you don't even fucking chat to each other. 17th of July, album's out.
That's it.
24th of July, launch party. Do you want to give a little bit more about the launch party?
Yeah, we'll be in Raven Records as well from a certain time in the day. And we'll be doing signings in there and chilling and giving out some bits and bobs, and that's in the day. And then we've got Struck Down, we've got Reaper, and we've got Them Bloody Kids all playing with us on that show. That is going to be fun as fuck. That at the Black Heart.
Our first show at the Black Heart as well.
Yeah.
And patrons, you get guest list. So if you come in, let us know. We'll stick you on there. Bosh.
Boom.
Yeah, but man.
And then rest of the year, we've got Bloodstock, which we barely mentioned, which is very rare. Back to Bloodstock. So Sophie stage on the Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's it, man. So
Well, midday-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, late lunch.
Yeah.
It'll be after 12.
Yeah, it'll be after 12.
But I think we're also going to do like a special thing on that day where we haven't got like a fucking signing tent or anything, but we're going to do like a thing where you just come and fucking meet us at this point if you want to meet us, and we'll have a little after party.
Have a beer together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Other than that, back to Norwich.
Yeah, we're back to Norwich.
Yeah.
We've got Thrashchester again, and we've got
So Norwich is Slave Fest?
Slave Fest.
Yeah, Slate, Shred Day, Slave Fest, one of James's many names for it, which is October.
And then we've got Halloween show at the Fighting Cocks, which at the moment will be our last gig of the year, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, is that the last gig now?
at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a very, very, very precisional show year for us.
Yes.
They've been good. They've been purposefully not many. There's been a lot going on, so we've really hunkered down and been offered some great stuff and said no to some not incredible stuff. So just to help us get through some busy times and make it worthwhile, not overcook ourselves.
Yeah, we may look inactive, but it's been a very purposeful decision. Like with yourself involved, everything we've done has been very precisional, like Ben said, with purpose. So
yeah,
paper ain't played many gigs this year, but they've all been fucking good gigs. So
it's funny, isn't it? Because we say that, like, actually some bands don't do this many gigs, but
yeah, and in the current climate, you know, quality over quantity is a definite winner. You know, to playing every venue every week, you know, isn't drawing people in. So you know, you be precise, work on the people that we know are going to come and bring those people out. You know, it's a struggle out there. People are struggling for fucking gig money, so you got to make it worth their while.
Right.
Listen, I'll support people, but even if my best mate's playing, you know, if I'm skint or I'm tired, it's going to be hard to go to a show, and we know people feel that way. So, like you say, keep it very small and not too regular, and then make more effort. So,
make it an event.
Yeah, and then we're building the world tour, aren't we, Neil?
Yes,
we
Neil.
sure are.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Right, on that note, we're going to wrap things up. Do you want to give some final shout outs, whatever you want to say to, final pitch before we call this a day?
I'll just quickly say thanks to you, Neil, for your support, mate. You've been next level. Thanks to the Hofmeister.
Yeah.
Thanks to our patrons. And just thanks to everyone who supported us and keeping us going and just keeping our passion alive.
Dead on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Appreciate you listening.
Yeah. Thank you.